As Yetta said, I have 3 children and they're at all stages of considering university and careers. One who's out the other side and is now in the working world, one who's in her 4th year of university, and one who is on a gap year and studying next year. So I've been where you are now, making those choices and asking these questions. Where will it lead, and will I enjoy the course? Will my child, or will I enjoy the course? And what are the job prospects, and can I see myself doing this once I'm graduated? So I thought I'd just put up a few. What I'm here to do is to, I guess, maybe share a few little vignettes of the types of jobs, careers and programs and things you might be involved in if you were to do a Bachelor of Health in Human Sciences, a Bachelor of Human Sciences. If we look here, going from the top left first, this is a picture of a program of an international football for social integration, where 1.5 million soccer balls are being distributed around the world to disadvantaged communities, and they're employing people to coordinate the distribution of those and to assist particularly children from disadvantaged communities to integrate into their community, to have joy and help and a real childhood. But here in Australia there's a similar program that is for refugee children to help them integrate into Australian society. So that's one example. Moving clockwise, we look at the importance of keeping older people, as we're an ageing society, keeping older people well and socially integrated and living independently. So if perhaps you were working in local government, might be working with retirement villages and local leisure centres to put on programs, to plan and implement and evaluate programs to keep older people healthy and socially integrated. Then moving down, we look at emerging health concerns, and you might be researching what are our emerging health concerns as the world changes, and here's one with driver distraction and use of mobile phones and driving. So there are certainly government departments and non-government organisations that focus on research and planning and how we can measure and address emerging health problems. And that's also linked with the graph that you see there. A lot of careers in health will be in health research. Next, you'll see the Abattoir Worker, and what that's about is work health and safety. A number of new graduates will go into health and safety, and in this particular project, and one that I was involved in, looking at what are the health concerns, safety concerns of each industry's key working groups. And in this case, it's not only slips, trips and falls and getting hit by objects, hence the hard hat, but infectious diseases. The one in the abattoir industry is Q fever, very severe sort of flu-like symptoms that can be very debilitating, or if not chronic. And so we were addressing how to ensure that abattoir workers are protected against those things, and making sure they know about the vaccination available for Q fever. And then on the bottom left, we see a disabled person that's in part of the programs about integrating people with disabilities as best in the community through social support, employment opportunities, housing. So a lot of programs and policies in that area, and this one I think is a companion canine sort of program that graduates might be involved in administering or planning or evaluating. So just to quickly flash up, these are groups of types of employers that graduates with the Bachelor of Human Services might be employed by. You see in the top left, government, certainly at all levels, local, state and federal government will employ people in planning, evaluation, policy and research. Then over to the right, the non-government organisations or the not-for-profit sector, such as the Cancer Council, Heart Foundation, or a lot of community-based services such as Paraquad or services that look after troubled youth. Of course, you can go from into research and higher education with universities or research institutes. And then over on the left-hand side, you see that industry is a large employing group, particularly in work health and safety, and looking at mining, agriculture, and construction, for example, as hazardous industries will be large employers. And then there in the middle, there are opportunities to work for international health and aid agencies, a fabulous opportunity if you're interested in contributing to other countries and living in other countries. So there are a number of different organisations, and these are just an example. But I will leave it there and hand over to Dr. Proctor, but Jetta and I are very happy to take questions at the end if you have any.